Hey there tech fans, Rick here again with a full review of the Orei BK-104 single input 4 output 8K HDMI splitter. This product was designed to make it incredibly easy for you to share the output from any HDMI media device with 4 monitors at the same time. The product fully supports 8K ultra high definition media content at up to 60 frames a second, as well as 4K content at up to 120 frames a second. It's both HDMI 2.1 as well as HDCP 2.3 compliant, which means it's going to work perfectly fine with all of your modern media equipment. It also provides advanced EDID management capabilities, so you can make whatever adjustments are needed to accommodate a wide variety of different audio and video formats. Now, as part of this review, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and then I'll take a closer look at the unit and I'll explain the connections and indicators so you understand exactly how to use it, and I'll also point out a few things that really make this product special that you can use to compare it to other products you may be considering. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first pop open the box, you'll find the BK-104. You'll also find a single 5-volt 1-amp DC power supply. You can simply plug this into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs into the DC port of the back of the unit and provides all the power you'll need for operation. Also included is a warranty card and a full instruction manual that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and other really important information about the product that you'll need to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at the product, and then I'll point out a few things that make this pretty special that you can use to compare it to other products you may be considering. The Orei BK-104 features a full metal enclosure, which makes it incredibly durable and really the perfect solution for both residential and commercial installations. On either side of the cabinet, you'll find ventilation slots that are designed to let any heat that develops during operation escape. On the front of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a power indicator. The minute you add power to the module, it immediately starts an internal power on self-test where it's checking the electronics, and once it passes that test, it'll light that power LED, letting you know the module's ready to use. To the right of that is an input indicator. When you connect this up to the media device that you'd like to share the content from with your 4 monitors, that HDMI connection is checked. Once it's been verified, this LED will come on, letting you know it's got a valid connection. To the right of that are 4 more LEDs labeled Output 1, 2, 3, and 4. When you connect this up to your local monitors, those HDMI connections are checked as well, and once they've been verified, these LEDs will come on, letting you know you have a solid connection to your monitors. Now, under normal operation, the power indicator, the input indicator, and one or all of the output indicators will be lit, depending on how many monitors you have connected. To the right of that is a bank of EDID switches, and these are used to adjust the frame rate, resolution, and audio styles for the media content you're playing, and they're fully explained in the manual. To the right of that is a micro USB port labeled Service, and that's used for updating the firmware on the module later on if needed. You can simply connect this to your local computer with a micro USB cable, move that firmware file to the module to complete the upgrade. On the rear of the products where you'll make all your connections, starting on the left you'll find a full-sized HDMI port labeled In. This connects to whatever media device you'd like to share the content from with your 4 local monitors. Standard HDMI connection there. To the right of that are 4 more full-sized HDMI connections labeled Output 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is where you'll connect your local monitors that you'd like to enjoy the content on from that media device. Finally, to the right of that is a DC input port, and that's used with the included power supply. You'll simply plug that supply into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable from that has a barrel connector on it. You'll plug that in right there, and it'll provide all the power you'll need for proper operation. Now I'll show you the connections you'll need to make to use this product with your own equipment. And for this demonstration, over here I've set up a small media player that's currently looping a video, and that's the media content I'd like to share with my 4 output devices. Over here I've set up 4 monitors as my displays, and this is where I'd like to enjoy the content from that media device. In front of me I have the BK-104. Now the first set of connections I'll make are from the monitors to the unit, and I've already connected up 4 high-speed HDMI cables to the monitors. The other end of those cables plug into HDMI output port number 1, number 2, number 3, and finally number 4. And now we're ready to connect up the media device. I have another high-speed HDMI cable connected to the unit. The other end of that cable plugs into the HDMI input port on the back of the BK-104. And now we're ready for power. I've already plugged in the power supply. The other end of that cable has a barrel connection on it which plugs right into the DC input port of the back of the unit. Now the minute I add power, it starts that internal power on self-test to check the electronics, but it's also checking the input resolution of my media device, and more importantly, the output resolution of all 4 of my displays. Because the unit supports 8K content, but will adjust for the lowest resolution monitor that's connected. So for example, if 3 of these are 8K monitors and 1 is a 4K monitor, it adjusts the output to all 4 monitors to accommodate the 4K. So let me plug in the power supply. It's going to start its internal power on self-test, check the resolution of the media device, check the resolution of the monitors, and make adjustments to give you the best possible picture. And that takes a second or two, and there it is. Now what you're viewing is the same media content from a single device on 4 monitors, so it's a 1x4 splitter that accommodates 8K. And I think the best part about this unit is the fact that it supports 8K, because even though you may only be viewing 4K content today, as you upgrade your media gear and your displays to higher resolutions, this product can handle that higher resolution. And it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope that closer look was helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the Orei BK-104 single input, 4 output 8K HDMI splitter with other products you may be considering. The first thing has to do with resolution. This product fully supports 8K ultra high definition media content at up to 60 frames a second. It can also support 4K content at up to 120 frames a second, and that's really important because a lot of other 1x4 splitters on the market may only support 4K at 60 or 30 frames a second, or even 1080p content, and if they support 8K content at all, it's probably at 30 frames a second. So knowing you've got a product that can handle 8K content at a full 60 frames a second means that even though you may be watching 4K content today, knowing your splitter can handle those higher resolutions means you can easily upgrade your media gear later on and still use the same splitter. Another important difference is the certification. This product is both HDMI 2.1 and HDCP 2.3 compliant, and that's important because the HDMI standard has gone through a lot of changes in recent years. A lot of advanced features have been introduced, so knowing you're on the latest version of HDMI means you can take advantage of all those advanced features. And the HDCP certification is important as well because that controls copy protection. So knowing you're on the latest version of HDCP with this splitter means you can play all those copy protected files without issue. One final thing is that this product provides a very advanced EDID management system that allows you to make adjustments to the frame rate, the audio style, and other parameters to accommodate a wide range of different audio and video formats, which means you can play all the files you're used to playing today through the splitter. This product is really nice. I've used it for quite some time. I like it a lot, and I think you're going to like it a lot as well. So thanks an awful lot for watching, and until next time, as always, stay nerdy.